Hey, I'm gonna go shoot some guns, and I don't really have an intro, so here's a satirical, gross YouTuber one. Thank you so much. Quite on set. When you live in a travel trailer, it's kind of tough to get a really good filming location where everything wants to comply at the same time. I'm choking. The bugs and the noises of the freaking road, sunlight. I had to put up a dang bed sheet over my window. Maybe this whole minimalist thing isn't what it's all cracked up to be. As you can see, I'm not through hiking. I finished up in Hody. If you haven't watched that video, go watch it. It's right here. Finished that trail way back in like May or so, and then since then I've mostly been working, making those videos and making Kyle's videos. Go watch his videos. I'm sure you probably came over here from his channel, but you probably know me as just like that editor guy that edits, you know, Kyle's videos. Figured if I'm gonna take a crack at this social media influencer thing, then I'm gonna really swing for the fences and try to get really comfortable talking in front of a camera with nobody else around and just being like, oh, hi, I'm just a weirdo that's talking to a camera alone. And so because of that, kind of looking to the future, I'm not really going to be able to do anything major again for quite some time. Possibly like a little 1 or 2 week thing, maybe, you know, some traveling stuff, but I'm mostly going to be transitioning to gear videos, talking, and informational stuff, because as far as this whole like
feeding the beast
YouTube content creation thing, there's just so much different content that's available to be made, and I have so many ideas and so many things I want to do, but there's also just things that people are interested in and things that people are not interested in. There might be some Joe Schmo that's like, I don't need to flip and watch somebody through hike because I done did it, but maybe they want to watch gear videos. Maybe they need a little bit information about a trail. Maybe after through hiking, they want to change their lifestyle in a way that's going to allow them to continue to do something like that later on down the road. You know, everyone finishes up and they want to do the van life thing. They want to be like the cute little nomadic whatever, and whatever. I guess that's what I'm gonna do. I just won't be cute. There's so much different stuff that I want to do, and this channel, it's called Experience Over Things, because I don't want to limit myself to just backpacking or just hiking. And I love living mobily and living minimally. Make videos about how to travel cheaply. I like to slick by on the edge of society. You know, that's where I really like to be. It's where I feel most comfortable. And I love living in my little travel trailer, and I want to do things with it like solar and maybe water filtration and make it up, clean it up real nice. I mean, it's already, I love it right now. We'll do a house tour later. How about that? There's so many other things. I like music. I might want to make my own music for my videos. Just camping. I like to forage, you know. I've included a little bit of that in some of the videos. I love to cook those things that I forage. I like to hunt. I've even thought about doing like funny like skits and stuff, but with like cool lighting and like a stylized look, you know. Maybe, hopefully this winter, maybe we'll put one out. Bits about like just crapping on the little funny parts about backpacking or whatever pops into my mind. Funny, like let's crap all over ourselves. We're so silly. We're ridiculous people. Why do we choose to do the things that we do where we want to go out and live in the woods? Why don't we all just crap all over ourselves, and not only will we think it's funny, but everyone else is going to think it's funny because we're exactly right. I love to through hike, and I love to backpack, and I love to whatever, and go be in the mountains, and be like, oh, look at this cute little... But like, I want to do it satirically, and I want to do it sarcastically, because I'm no different than just any other person that's just like, I happen to want to flip on a camera and capture it, and that's mostly because I like to do it. It's fun for me, and it gives me something to look back on, but there's so much more that I enjoy and I like to do than just walking through the woods, which, I mean, that is a lot of what I do, but it's not everything. And so I want to explore all of these things, but I want to do it with a progressively more professional look, the different look, and a funny look, and just like what, you know, my own thing, not what everyone is doing in the flippin' outdoor content where it's just the same stuff. I'm just sick and tired of it. I've consumed a lot of content over the years, which I'm sure you probably have too. If you're watching this video, you've probably watched Darwin, you've definitely watched Kyle, you've probably watched Dixie. Dixie, hit me up. I live nearby. If you ever see this, Call me. I'm in Georgia. Come on. Let's hang out. Probably IB Tat, all these different people. Dare I say it, Dan Becker. I don't have anything against Dan Becker, but it's a good meme. It's so flattering that there's so many people that appear to enjoy the stuff that I've been making, the look of it, and funny little bits and the whatever. I want to be as authentic as possible. What more could you want to do in life than to do what you want to do and to do it as authentically as possible and just hope that people respond to it, you know? I mean, that's sort of the dream. It's just like you find a passion, you find what you love, and you pursue that. If it's doing something where you monetize it in some kind of video format, you just kind of gotta hope that people respond to it and hope that whatever. I'm so well spoken. I'm really just making this video because it's going to be a lot easier to edit and put together than the freaking behemoth of a video for my Washington trip, which was, when was that? Like freaking June? It was forever ago. With that authenticity, since I'm telling you, like, you know, what I want to do and what this channel thing is going to look like, boy, the sun went away. I want to tell you, like, a little bit about me. Who's this little louder, hairy guy? So in 2021, I left 3 years of undergraduate biomedical studies and Air Force ROTC because of COVID and just generally not doing that great, to take a break from school and do the enlisted medical route for a little bit and maybe just go back and finish school later. And so while waiting on Air Force paperwork, I did what any reasonable person does and went out and lived in the woods for 6 months. Originally, that was definitely not the plan. I thought I was just going to go out to Springer. I got on at March 14th, and I thought I'd only be out there for a couple weeks, maybe a couple months while I was waiting on paperwork. But here we are, and paperwork takes a long time. Once I got to Springer, I had done virtually no preparation whatsoever. The only thing that I really had done as far as preparation goes is be a dedicated student of the frickin' king of backpacking himself, Darwin.
I can't believe you've done this.
In all fairness, he influenced a lot of my gear decisions over the last few years. Put so much confidence in my Thermarest because I knew that he'd had his for so many years and it had no holes in it. At least I never saw a patch. Made me so confident then that the first night or two after I got it, I took it out and just raw dogged it on the ground underneath a bunch of pine trees with pine cones and pine straw and who knows what other kind of prickly stuff. Just no ground sheet, no nylon pat, nothing, just nothing. Just put it on the ground and flipping woke up and I was on the ground. And I had the audacity to be confused. I was like, this is brand new. I just got this. How could it have holes in it? Well, I wonder why. And that's no fault of his. I'm just a dum-dum and I overestimated the ability of the product. Great product, but if used correctly, we digress. I ended up finishing on Katahdin on September 19th and traveled home with a broken GoPro and half of a through hike's worth of footage. But I'd actually sent those home like 3 months ago, but nothing's real. Came home eager to edit those videos, and I did, and posted them. And through editing those videos, kind of solidified my style and made me think that, hey, this is something that I enjoy, and maybe I might want to do it. And so by the time I was getting done with the last couple, I was starting to get more confident and more comfortable with just editing itself. And that's when Kyle put up his little, I need somebody to edit my PCT videos in his community tab. And I was like, hey, that's neat. Kind of a long shot, but hey, let's take a crack at it. Why not? And so we hit it off from the get-go, and it's been a lot of fun. And that's where most of you have come from. And I really appreciate that. We're going to try to hang out and make some content after he finishes up. But then again, there's that darn paperwork. Soon, probably at the beginning of next year, I'll be doing that enlisted medical route. And this glorious beard is going to go. It's going to be very sad. But even during that time, I'm going to be still wanting to make videos, and I'm still going to be putting stuff up, and I'm going to be doing my own thing and hoping people like it, because that's really all that I can hope for. And so here we are. I hope that you like this video. I've got a green screen coming in so that in the future we can just put me anywhere. We can go to the most beautiful places you can imagine on any stock footage website, and boom, we're there. So drop a like for that. Leave me a comment. Drop me some questions. I've been asking for questions, and I want to do a Q&A video. I don't care what the question is. It can be backpacking related. It can be where do you get your silly outdoor shirts? Whatever you want. I don't care what it is. Drop it down below. And if you did like the video and you want to see gear stuff, you want to see what it's like to live in a travel trailer, I guess, you should subscribe. This has been really fun, and I hope it's going to keep being fun. So, bye. Frick, I don't want to say that. That's lame.